Bees, Coach D Magic here, former Division I cornerback, learned press man from the great Durante Jones. He is the current DB coach for the Minnesota Vikings. Learned scheme from Dave Aranda. He is the current head coach of Baylor, defensive coordinator for LSU when they won the championship with Joe Burrow and those guys playing lights out defense. So I'm here to give you guys a preview of my online mentorship coaching program. So a lot of guys want to learn how to get better, but they're in a different part of the world, different part of the state. So I have a virtual program that will allow you to get better. So the first thing you want to do is you want to send me your film. So send me as many clips as you can, all right? About 10 clips of whether it's one-on-one, 7-on-7, game film. I'll break it down for you. Then we'll meet virtually online to go over your film and coaching points. So this kid right here, Landon, he recently just got his first offer to the University of West Virginia Volunteers. I actually wanted to go there as a kid, so I'm kind of jealous. So I've been working with him for about half a year now online. I've never met the kid. Just giving him coaching points, small coaching points to help him take his game to the next level. So he's getting ready to go into the camp circuit this summer, and he wants to get better at one-on-ones, all right? So the first thing I noticed with him and with any DB is your eyes. So when it comes down to press, it's eyes, feet, and then hands, all right? It's very important what you're looking at. So I teach guys to key the inside hip, so right around here. The reason why I like this area is because usually if you're guarding someone, they're going to have some type of logo here. They're going to have an Adidas logo, a Nike logo, Under Armour, and it's going to be easy for you to kind of key onto that logo and stay with that logo, keep that logo within your frame. All right, as long as that logo is within your frame, you're okay. You don't need to move with every little sudden move. Once it starts to leave your frame, meaning this hip leaves your frame, all right, now it's leaving my frame. Now I can trust this move, all right? So he does this. Again, there's a logo right here. That logo is still within my frame, all right? Now, when that logo starts to leave my frame, I can trust that release. Okay. Now let's talk about frame. With frame comes base. So I already spoke to Landon about this, so I'm not putting him out there. Landon already knows. I know he's going to correct it. Look at his base. A lot of guys don't understand that your base is everything. So even though he's square, look at his base. He cannot move with this base. It is too wide, all right? This base is going to force you to open and run. All right, your hips are locked when your base is this long, all right? So he wants to be square. He doesn't want a motor. He wants to be lateral at the line of scrimmage. That's his goal here, but you can't with a base like this, all right? So I will give him, so I'm not just going to tell you, hey, your base is too long or wide. I'm going to give you drills to correct this base, all right? So if I can kind of explain the drill a little bit, he wants to step with this outside foot, small 6-inch step to stay square. You don't want to pop your feet, especially if you're a longer guy. He's pretty much 6 foot, long arms. Small step here to keep you square, keep you in a good base, so that by the time this hip moves, our foot should be right about here. Now from here, we can kick, okay? And then his eyes. I forgot about the eyes. You see how his eyes are down at the near hip? But look where his eyes are when the receiver releases. Now look at his eyes. He's looking them dead in the shoulders, and this is not where you want to be looking at. Our eyes will naturally rise regardless. Even the most disciplined DB's eyes will rise, but you want to stay disciplined. You want them to slowly rise from the hip to the trunk, so at least you still get a true read, but you never want to be looking a receiver dead in his eyes in one-on-ones. All right, so eyes, keep your eyes disciplined. Small 6-inch step, so pure step here with your base, and then we'll be able to kick. All right, let's go on to the next clip, okay? And again, I'm so proud of this kid, man. I've been working with him. He got his first offer, Power 5, and it's only going to go up from here. So in this session, it was just purely base. And I told him, you don't have the best base, and you're still able to get hands on guys because you're 6 foot and you're long. All right, but again, we're just focusing on the base. See his base? So he has a good small step here. Boom. All right. Now look, they both pop. Now his feet pop. He's off the ground. He's literally off the ground here as the receiver's making the move, and he's still able to get hands on a guy. All right. So I would suggest distance, or not distance. I'm not gonna say distance. That's a whole nother thing. So if you're going to pure step, small 6-inch step. If you need more time, there's two things you can do. You can 6-inch step, 6-inch step, so you can keep hot feet. But notice how your base wouldn't get wide. So if we're only moving with this foot, let's say 6 inches, our foot would be right here. All right, let's see where his feet end up. See how they end up on the numbers? Okay, now our base, again, we're not going to be able to move. We're not going to be able to kick step, shuffle, slide. All right. Again, with our length, we're able to get hands on them. Another thing, and I would say the last thing, because you really don't want to overtrain everything. It's all about reaction and distance, really. It's literally eyes, reaction, and distance. There should be an Adidas sign here, right here, right? As you got to read hip movement, and once you get a good idea of hip movement, it'll tell you where he's going or what to do. So for instance, if this Adidas sign moves forward, strike. Not with two hands, go with one. Okay, so if we watch this, and receivers use this release all the time. Watch. The receiver jumps forward. He has no feet on the ground. He jumps towards you. Strike. Throw a hand. All right, and it's a check. It's like a jab. It's like a check jab. I don't know. Check hook, whatever. This is a no-no. Elevates off the ground with his chest. He cannot defend himself in the air. So this is when we got to get reaction. All right. If we're going to hard press, when we step, we're reading. All right, we're not just stepping to step. We're reading. So step. He's off the ground. He goes forward. We should be throwing a hand. I would love for it to be this inside hand. But even if it's the outside hand, you can still throw the outside hand, but get it down. It's a quick punch. Boom. So as soon as he jumps, boom, right there. Something should be hitting him. And again, it comes with the base, and it comes with reaction. See, our hands aren't really in a place to throw. You see how our hands are here? All right. We got to be hyperactive with our hands. Our elbow, I would love for our elbows to be in more so that we can get to that chest early. Again, as we step and read, he's forward. Boom. Hit him with something. All right. We wait. We let him hit the ground. All right. And again, we're still able to get hands on him. Again, he's just a long guy, but that's just like some corrections that I would give you guys if you send me your film. I love this clip right here. You see this all the time when guys identify the fade. For some reason, they try to two-hand jam. I don't know why, but I see this a lot. Like they try to squeeze him to the sideline by putting two hands and moving a guy. All right, a good receiver is waiting on that. You see how he's ready to swim with his hands? See how as soon as we reach, he's ready to swim? All right, and then we go with two. You don't want to go two. Do not want to go two. You want to be looking to, once he swims, club with this right arm and getting in the phase. So boom, club with that right arm, put our right shoulder into his chest, looking lean. All right, never go with two. And then when you go with two, it gives him the permission, it gives him the legal right to push off. All right, that's another thing. If we seek contact like this, it's not a push off because he has the right to separate from us putting hands on him. So technically, we gave him the right, the legal right to push off here. All right, so that's just a tutorial on, if you were to if you were to do my mentorship program. If you want to join my mentorship program, I'll put my email in the description. Email me and we could talk about how to get you set up. If you want just press man manual, all right, I got the best press man manual on the planet. I promise it'll take your game to the next level. 40 drills, film examples, like 4 to 5 different press techniques to help you take your game to the next level. Make sure you comment on if you like the video, thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, anything you want me to show next, put that in the comments as well. Appreciate y'all. Peace.